Okay, good evening, guys. Just to give that Dr. J. and Mr.
Good evening, sir. I can hear you.
Good evening, Dr.
Yes, sir.
How's how's it
Fine.
going?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. How about you, sir?
Everything's fine. How's that?
Yes, sir.
So I guess you're the leader of your team, right?
Yes, sir.
And I want to believe that you have an update for me on what you guys have done so far. Have you?
Yes, sir. Like I've actually done our parts
Wonderful,
in the
wonderful,
box
wonderful.
that you sent to the Figma, that you shared to the Figma this thing.
Oh, oh,
Yes, sir.
wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Are you
But the thing
are you
is,
joining?
my
Did you
system.
join?
Sir?
Let's
Sir,
tell
I
me
can't hear
so.
you. Sir?
I was asking, did you join your laptop? I'm asking you, can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm
Can
hearing
you
you
hear
now.
me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Hello? Can
Hello?
you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
Yeah, did you join on your system? Okay. Did you join on your system so you can
Yes.
present for us?
Oh, sir, my system
So,
is awful.
okay now.
Yes, sir. My system is awful.
Okay,
My
don't worry.
phone is even for. Sir?
I can see what you guys do. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah, I'm actually on the laptop at the moment.
Oh, okay, sir. I used FigJam.
So then you now copy this and paste it.
Yes, I copied it and pasted it there.
Hold on. That's really, really resourceful. Okay. So,
Sir?
okay, you said your phone is low, Abby.
Yeah, my phone is 14%, just in case I
You said
log
your
out
phone
of
is
it.
slow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think we'll start with you. I think we'll start with
Sir?
you so that you can be able to give us your own samples. I said we are going to start with you.
Okay, sir.
Let us report before you. Yeah. So,
Okay, sir.
so I'm actually looking at your work here. So explain to me, which flow are you presenting here? Which flow do we have here?
The first user login, like the owner
Ah,
of the shop, how their
yeah, yeah, yeah.
interface is going to look like.
Ah, nice, nice, nice. It's quite long. It's
Sir?
long. The process is very
Yes,
long. I'm saying,
yes.
yeah, what?
Yes, and the thing is, I drafted it on the paper. So I was thinking of how I'm going to like draw it. Like I could not get it because I'm like, if I said I should make it horizontal, is it going to be long? So I just did vertical, and I was trying to like kind of rush it because the system will soon go off. So you just have to like quickly rush it.
I understand, I understand. So, wait, are you the only one that worked on this? Who is in your team?
Me, Oladayo Deborah and Ushina.
Okay. So, were you the only one that worked on this?
No, sir.
Sir?
No, sir. We did it together.
Are you sure? This your thought that
Yeah.
entering inside it?
Sir, yes.
Because if you're surprised to know, you were saying I, and it was sounding like you did it alone.
No. It's we.
Okay, so how did you guys work on it together? Who did what? Oh yeah, break it down.
Hey, Jesus.
Uh,
So, I'm just saying.
so
So honestly, I didn't miss lie.
who did
I'm
what?
just trying to find out. Sir?
I, I know you're covering for this. I know you're covering for this. So is it that they didn't take any part in the process?
Actually, I shared the okay, you take this part, you take this part to the group, and I didn't see any updates. I didn't see any updates. And you said we should like we'll be presenting it today. So I just have to like just do the little I can. So I did competitive analysis on bumper. See, I checked the way their this thing works. So
Okay.
I now did it to tailor with the one on bumper.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. So that means you're trying to tell me that Uchenna and Deborah, they didn't do anything. Okay.
Mm. So I know it's not like that. I feel like
No,
I'm setting my
you're not throwing them under the bus. I just want to understand. Is it that they didn't do anything? No, now talk now. If
sir.
they did, tell me what they did. Did they work on this? Did they work on this user? If they did, let me know what they did. If they didn't, just
No,
say they did. Uh-huh.
okay, they didn't.
They didn't work on it, but okay, so when
Yes,
you share
yes.
the task, did you kind of when you share the task, you kind of like do a follow up on did you do follow up on them, like how far I gave
Okay,
you a
the thing is
task
this.
or how far you gone?
No, no, the thing
Huh?
is this. The thing is this. The message that I sent, that I shared with the group, that they should each work on. Okay, I said, I think I asked Ushina to work on to do a competitive analysis on me stack. Then I think I asked Oladayo to do on is it Jumia or Konga. Then all of us will work on Jumia or something. Then I said personally I'll work on Bumper. That they should send their competitive analysis research to the group, so that we'll just look at it and we'll be able to figure out how our user flow will be. And I didn't see anything. So that's why I just have to like draft out or map out the user flow on the paper, and I quickly rushed to do it this evening.
Okay. So that means
Then
partly it's actually partly your fault because you didn't actually follow up. But from what you're saying, you didn't follow up, did you?
I did not update me. I said that they should send it to
You
the
have
group.
to follow
Nobody sent anything.
hold on. You have to
Okay.
follow up. As much as yes, they should update you, you to follow up on them. Let me
Yes,
know
that's
that
true. But
I haven't heard from you. What's going on? You understand? You
yeah,
didn't do that
yeah.
now. So how would they with you? You get so yeah, partly you have a hand in this. So the thing is
Okay.
that when you're being
Yes, sir.
make sure that everyone is carried along. Now I'm not trying to put any blame on you or just like stating out the all don't
Yes, sir.
do good job,
Yes, sir.
right? You should be on yourself. You understand? And
Yes.
remember you doing this, as much as yes, you'll be not the team to fall behind, you're not actually helping them because the entire aim of this custom project is for you guys actually get a feel of
Yes.
working in a team, being part of something, each and every one of you. And it is actually putting what you've learned to the test. So if they didn't actually take part in this, it means they weren't given that opportunity to put what they learned to the test. They haven't even practiced what they learned, so to speak, and it's not helping them. You understand? So see that you want to carry everybody along so that everybody is going to be helped at the end of the day. Everybody will benefit at the end of the day. You get.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's what I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
It's not just giving them tasks and you end it there. You guys are a team. So as much as yes,
Yes, sir.
you want your team to, but you don't have to take the work on yourself. I know why I asked you
Yes.
guys to be three. I never expected one person to be doing the job of three persons. Okay. So in case
Yes,
of
sir.
this, because
Yes.
this is not the only task you're working on, your tasks will keep on rolling in, right? So in case of your next task, always follow through, always follow up. And anybody that is falling behind, you let me know on time that this person has not been active, so that I can carry on the matter before you go ahead to start covering up for another individual. You get.
Okay, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
covering up for it's not a bad idea, it's not a bad thing. Okay. But like you covering up for the person when you didn't even give them the chance to complete their own task. Understand? Or
Yeah.
give them like a second chance or that follow up. It's not really nice. So when you
Yes.
want them to do something, before you just take it off, I know that the deadline was there. At least let it be that we can now call them and say, okay, Uchenna, Deborah, we sent you a message, we checked you up. Why didn't you reply? You understand? I think let us have something tangible to say, you guys shouldn't do this, you guys shouldn't do that. He didn't do that. You get. But
Yes, sir.
like, yes, I'm just letting you know because you're learning teamwork, okay? So you want
Yes,
to
sir.
carry everybody along. But I like the spirit you showed. I like the fact that you put it upon yourself. So it's a good one. It's a really good one. I must encourage that. So keep keep it up, right? But just in case of next time, before you
Yes,
do
sir.
it yourself, just make sure that you exhausted all your possible options before you
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead to do it yourself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I have a
Yes.
question. This is up.
Okay.
This is your user group, right?
Yes.
You can see
Yes.
my screen, right? Okay. Now we
No, I
have
can't see.
the staff. You can't see my screen.
Yes, I can't.
Yeah. But is it not
Okay, I'm
like
seeing it.
load? Uh-huh.
Sir?
So now, no, don't worry, don't worry. So this is like the start option, right? Then you
Yes,
say
sir.
login or sign in, put phone number, password, and then sign in. Then after
Yes.
this, then what is this create password for? This create password
Sir?
for what is it? What is this
Where?
create password? This one, look at
Like
okay.
after they
After
log
the
in, they after the
you
user
have to
has logged in, they will change the
okay.
password, like reset it.
Um, they are going to
Yes.
reset the password. Okay. Do
Yes.
they have to reset the password every time they log in?
No. Like just for the first, like trying to log in.
Okay. Your task let me confirm. Your task actually said first user login. Abi? Yes,
Yes.
first login. Okay.
Yes.
I get. I, so what you said you use bumper as a logic behind as a point of reference for this, right?
Sir?
You said it was bumper that you use as a point of reference, Abi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Confirm identity verified. That's what I want you to do for me. Now I want you to label these flows, right? So it can be like
Yes, sir.
on top, are you there? On top, you
Yes.
just put login process. On top of this, you put password creation. On
Okay,
top of
sir.
this, you now put identity verification. Then you
Yes,
now
sir.
then what is this flow? This one that I'm seeing here, link Instagram, add WhatsApp. What is this flow now?
So I can't see it too. You mean the link? It's
Instagram,
just
add
like
WhatsApp.
start setting up the page. Then you
Come
link.
again.
I said it's just like after the page has in like the after putting in the login and the password, then you will link your Instagram. Then if it is
Okay.
probably WhatsApp, yes, sir. So so when people see it on Instagram, it will once they click on it, it will bring them directly to the user's DM on WhatsApp.
Wow, this is really, really good. Sometimes you did well, oh. I must say you finish work here. Honestly, this is detailed. I mean, other people that are even working on their user flows, they can actually pick some pointers from there. Wow,
Oh,
you really did well. You really did
thank
well.
you.
So see what I want you to do, eh? I want you
Yes.
to label. I want you to label these flows. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you understand what I mean by? Do you understand what I mean by label
Yes, like the heading, or how should I put it?
them? Exactly. So the title
Yes.
of this, like you're trying to tell us what are they doing in this flow. Okay. So
Yes,
you
sir.
be like, you can call this entire section now. You can say first user login journey. Okay. You
Yes, sir.
title it
Yes,
on
sir.
top, very big and bold. Remember what we learned about hierarchy in visual design. That one is going to be
Yes,
big
sir.
and bold. You title it
Yes,
on
sir.
top. Then in each of these flows, you now have subheadings. You be like,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
this one is login journey. This one is
Yes, sir.
password. This one is password creation. This one
Yes,
is
sir.
This one now is identity verification,
Yes, sir.
social connection of socials. This one
Yes,
will
sir.
be product upload, review details, and I believe you should know the appropriate titles for each and every one of these
Yes,
logins.
sir.
Abi?
Yes. Yes, sir. So can I
Um,
do that tomorrow? My system is off.
yes, sure. But this is excellent. This is excellent.
Thank
I believe
thank
it is team A. Team A is to work on the onboarding journey. But I feel like this has actually covered the onboarding journey already. I
you.
feel like it
Yes.
has. Don't you think so?
Hmm.
Team A, are they here? Cornelius.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, hold on. Cornelius, are you here? Are you in this call? Cornelius, okay. Who else is in team A? Please, who else is in team A in this call? Who else? Amarachi is not in this call. He says she's not in this call. Okay, Chinyere, let me hear from you. Chinyere, your hand is up. You can go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You're in team
Um,
A,
in,
Abby?
yes, sir.
Okay. That's fine. How far have you guys gone on your own user flow?
Our leader said we should go through some apps, so we are doing that, but he hasn't really assigned any this thing that we are going to do. Like this one should work on this one should work on that. He hasn't done anything about it yet.
Okay, you know what? Because what I am saying, you guys are expected to work on the onboarding, vendor onboarding, Abby.
Yes, sir.
So from what Sophia has done, I think she has basically done your work for you. That's what I'm saying. I think she has done it. But Chinyere, if he hasn't sent you guys a message, well, at least you should be active now. Have you tried to follow up on him, send him a DM like what's going on or that kind of stuff, instead of just waiting on him because you can be busy and tend to forget stuff. So have you done a follow up to check up on him when you guys can have
Uh,
him?
I've not really checked up on him, but I'm trying to work something on my own end.
Okay. Okay, so guys, remember, we are working in teams. Now, I understand that this is your first time. Okay, so no pressure, right? I understand that this is your first time, but I want the communal spirit here. Okay, so I get the idea of us not have nothing to present, right? So let me do something. But I don't like the idea of I don't try now. Let me do my own at least so that they will say at least let it not be like I didn't do anything. I don't want us to have that idea. Okay, let it be that you that is doing this, you're trying to cover up for your team. Okay, don't let's not just be quick to we want to save our head. We now jump to start creating the task. Okay, so as you're trying to come up with something, it's good, it's fine, but please try and follow up. If he's not active, try and reach out to Amarachi too. You guys are three. You understand? I believe you do know the three people in your team now. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So if Cornelius is not active, okay, guys, what can we do? Put your heads together. I'm expecting at least have a WhatsApp call. You understand? Perhaps send them a DM. Can we, if the DM doesn't go through, you call them on normal call. Tell them, please, let's have a call so time. Then when the time comes, you do a group call. Everybody will join in. You discuss your ideas, and it all takes it. I just need one person in the team to be online and active. You're going to carry everyone along. I tell you. But if you're waiting on this person, I'm waiting on this person. Nobody's going to end up doing it. Okay, and I
Okay.
believe you don't want to take that load upon yourself. So I'm giving
No,
you this charge. Cornelius is not in the meeting. Okay. Um, when we are done with this class today, if you can reach out to your teammates this night, you guys have a call, fine. If you guys can have a call early in the morning tomorrow, maybe 7, 8, 9, before you guys go out your day, fine. But just to know that we have three, I just confirmed from our meeting that we actually have two more things to do and to submit it on Friday. I was wrong when I told you guys that user flow was the only task that we have for this week. We actually have more things to do. So at least out of the 3 tasks that we were given, user flow is one of them. Let us at least complete one before Friday, 1 or 2. You understand? It's going to be terrible if by Friday we are just saying we want to round up on one. It's going to be very, very terrible. Okay, so please, I want everybody to bring that again. Okay, Papa has already given us, for me, she has already given us an onboarding journey. So I want, see, this is what I want you people to do. This night, reach out to Amarachi and Cornelius. Have a brief call. If possible, this night, please, even if it's by 10 o'clock, I'll try as much as possible to end the class early so that you guys can have the call this night. Okay, then you guys can see whether, if you look at what's something what Profe did, and then see whether there is anything different that you need to do again. If you notice that what she did is actually similar to what you're going to do, then all you have to do is, you know that there's nothing else you have to do again. I mean, she has done your job already. Because looking at it critically, it was even Cornelius that brought it to my notice. The guys that actually created these tasks for us, it wasn't even me. I'm sure if I were the one, I would have made sure that every flow is distinct. So, but the ones that made the task, they didn't know that that first login join is actually the same as an onboarding process. There's no difference. Okay. So I believe maybe you guys can have a call, then probably invite Kofe into the call. Let her explain to you guys her thought process. Then you guys will see that there's anything separate you have to do. I'm giving you this charge now. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So please try as much as possible to sort this out this night so that we can be sure that even if it's just 3 flows that we are creating, we have one. Already we have one. So I'm thinking that there is no need to create a vendor onboarding again. I don't know. That's why you might have to pay because she's really up on this. I believe she has done her research. So if she feels like there is still something else that you guys can do. In fact, let's sort it out here now. Okay, are you there? Before your phone dies out. Okay? Okay, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
So did you hear what I was telling Chinyere?
Yes, I heard. You said there is no need for them to do the onboarding.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Is there still anything else that they can do, or it's practically the same? What do you think?
I don't know.
Now, what do you think? What do you think? It's an open floor. Do you think there's still something else they can that is separate? Is there anything else? Because personally, I don't think so. And I don't want a situation where it is as if everybody's trying to rip off from what you did. You understand? So that's why I'm like trying to involving you. Do you think there's something else that they have to do that will make their own work separate from yours?
To me, I feel like the onboarding is kind of similar to this the user because you said vendor's
Yeah,
onboarding. I feel like it's kind of similar to
yeah.
the like mapping the first user login. That is the way I see it.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Here's what we are going to do. I would have said they should do admin login, but it's going to be too late for that.
Oh, the okay admin.
Yeah, the admin login.
Yes, sir.
Admin login. Tia, what do you think? You guys can work on the admin login because what you're doing is that vendor login is practically what Software does. Tia,
Ah,
I think you guys should work on the admin login.
okay, sir.
Yes, so just use Software's work for reference. Yeah? Now, do you understand what the admin is? You understand what the admin is? The admin that we're talking about. Tia, do you understand who that person is?
No, sir, I didn't understand.
Well, for reference, refer to that those documents that I sent last week. But basically, yeah, the admin actually is a social media agency. Okay, the admin is a social media agency. Or you know what, that one is going to be a lot complicated for you guys to start working on. It's already too late for that. It's already too late for that. Hmm. I think the admin is supposed to be social media agency, yeah, because they are the ones that are going to be monitoring each vendors, this thing and all of that. I'm thinking, I don't think that you guys will have to work on that. I don't think you guys will have to work on that. I think let's just go with what Ope did for the vendor. Okay?
So, all right, so.
Yeah, so let's just work with what Ope did. Okay, she has already done the vendor onboarding. Okay, so Tope, you know what you have to do left, right? Just what you're going to do now is just label it vendor onboarding / first login flow because it's actually the same thing. Okay, Tope, did you get that? Tope, you're muted.
I didn't know. Yes,
Tope,
sir. Sir?
so you heard the label I said you're going to name it. So just name the
Yes, sir.
flow vendor
Okay.
onboarding first login journey.
Yes, sir.
Now remember to title each of the. You see what you do? You've already done enough. You've already done enough. So I want you to hold a meeting with your team members this night. They should be the one to do the titling for you.
Okay, sir.
So just hold a meeting and then explain your idea to them. After you
Okay,
explain
sir.
your idea to them, if they have any suggestions, they can make and implement the corrections. You understand? If
Okay,
they
sir.
have no
Yes.
correction and no suggestion, they should do the labeling according to what you've explained.
Okay, sir.
So I think team A, your work is already done. So what is left is team B and C. And then Uchenna, you're in the call. Uchenna,
Hello,
Uchenna,
hello. Good evening, sir.
yeah, good evening. Uchenna, you're in Topaz client group, right?
Yes, sir.
So what happened now? You guys left Topaz to do
Ah,
all the work by herself.
sir, we did not leave her. She just assigned something to us. There was no like deadline. There was no meeting and all this stuff. So I already did my part, and then I was expecting there would be a meeting. I did not even know she was already doing the work by herself.
Okay, okay. Topaz, did you hear what Uchenna said? Topaz? Topaz, are you there? You're muted if you're speaking.
Yes, sir. Yes, I heard that. Sir, like, so
Uh-huh.
I feel like according to the message I sent to that group, I said we should do a competitive analysis and send it to the group. Then we will be able to talk. That was what I said.
I think I
And
saw that
I feel
message.
like you already said the deadline is on Monday. So which is why I
Exactly.
sent that message. I think it was on Thursday.
Okay. Uchenna, did you hear that? Uchenna, you're muted if you're speaking. What do you have to say?
Eh, sir,
You hear what she said?
she dropped a. I'm not denying the fact that she did not drop this thing. I don't have a problem, but at least she would have at least called. Even there's no how we ignore her on the group. At least me, I was expecting because you said you were going to put us in group like breakout rooms on Monday for us to discuss. So I felt maybe since she did not like say anything again on the group and nobody else has dropped, maybe during the breakout room, that's when we are going to discuss on what we got. That was what I was thinking because no, our attention was not called on the group again.
Okay, so Tope and Uchenna, the third member is not here, Deborah. So what I'll tell you guys here, nobody is wrong here. It is your first time. Tope, this is your first time leading. Uchenna, this is your first time being part of the team. Okay, so I'm not expecting, like I told you, I am not expecting you guys to be working smoothly right from the get go. That is actually why we did this exercise. I'm sure you guys are actually seeing the benefit of what we are doing here. Because if you are able to work in teams at this point, when you go out there, you're not going to be having issues. Because guys, to be honest with you, right? Imagine if this was a paid project, like you guys are part of a company. This kind of issues comes up. It's not something that they are going to overlook. It might incur penalties or heavy fines and stuff like that. The consequences might be high. So having these mistakes here is going to help you to know the right thing to do and when to do it. Okay, so nobody's wrong. Okay, so Tope, what you have to do on your own end is just like I told you earlier on. It's technically the same thing that Uchenna is talking about. That follow up. Okay, so you don't just drop the message and then expect them to follow through with the plan that you have in your mind. Okay, so after you drop the message, do a follow up. Okay, so guys, how far? What's done? Set deadlines. The key to a teamwork is communication. Let your communication be clear. You see how I normally assign tasks to you guys? I'll tell you that, okay, this is an assignment. You're expected to submit it on social day. You're not expected to submit it. I will tell you you're submitting via the elements. I'll tell you you're presenting it. I don't expect you to understand or to grasp certain information. I have to be clear, right? Because you not grasping doesn't mean that your mind is not there, but there are a lot of things that you might be thinking about. So what I'm talking about is clear communication. Okay, so when you assign tasks to your team, don't just sit back and say, okay, I've already told them, let them come and give me. You also do a follow up, right? Make sure that everybody's carried along because you might be surprised. You were there, like see what Uchenna had in mind, and she was even thinking that it is today that you guys will reconvene. Meanwhile, you were thinking that they would have started work since. You get. So that is when you don't tell people your intentions, and we are not mind readers. It is actually the same thing that I suffered. That's why I didn't explain properly to you guys that our task was not only user flows, it actually included high fidelity mockups and wireframes too. That's an error on my part. I didn't ask questions. I just saw user flow as the first, and I knew that user flow is something that would take us time. So I just assumed that user flow is the first task. I didn't know that the three of them came together. Okay, so don't expect people to act in a certain way. You communicate and follow them up. Did you get that, Tope?
Yes, sir.
All right, and I'm sure you're going to do better next time, Abi.
Yes, sir.
All right. Then Uchenna, for your own part. Uchenna, you here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As much as Tope still has work to do, like she has an area that she needs to work on, which I've told her, you also have something that you need to work on too. Do you know what you would have done better? Because there are things that you would have actually done better for this thing to actually work. From what I've said so far, can you guess what is something that you didn't do well that you need to do better next time? Can you guess?
I think maybe I would have reached out to her to ask how far, to know whether when maybe the deadline was or what the next step was, something like that.
Exactly. Beautiful. You are actually following through. So we are learning communication here. So as much as she should have reached out to you to clearly state it, you would have reached out to her to properly understand what is expected of you. You get. So you don't just like I told her, you don't sit back and expect her to come and do what you have in your mind, because as you're sitting back to expect her, you see that it is actually the same thing she was doing. You're sitting back expecting her. She was sitting back expecting you. And at the end of the day, nobody did anything. It's just like a parable that they told us when I was in PS2. They said they invited people to a party, over 100 persons. And they now told these 100 persons that, okay, we want wine, we need wine, and we need water. Okay, and sorry, we need wine rather for everybody, but for the cost not to be much. If you know that you can afford to bring wine as much as you can. Then if you cannot afford to bring wine, bring water. People that will bring wine will dilute your own and it will make it much. And everybody thinking that the next person is going to bring wine, the other person they were bringing water. So everybody was bringing water, thinking that don't worry now, out of 100 of us, if only me bring water, nothing will happen. At the end of the day, the entire 100 people brought water, nobody brought wine because of lack of communication. Okay, so lack of communication is what was at play here. You were expecting that don't worry, she's going to reach out to me. She was expecting that don't worry, you're going to reach out to her, and you got here. So in case of next time, you're working as part of the team. A clear a task was assigned, no clear deadlines, no clear way forward. you reach out to the team lead because you understand that as much as you're learning, she's also learning too. So you reach out to her, have part of her, and besides, because she's the team lead doesn't mean there's no gap or rank. You guys are actually the same level, like you're learning. She's not above you or you're not. There's nothing there. So you can be like, have part of her, okay. Then now that you've got this, she's open to ideas. What can we meet? Can we discuss on this so day? Can we do this so day? What is the next part? What is this? What is that? What? You understand? That way you see that you'll be working smoothly. And you'd actually bring things that she didn't actually even have it in mind. And she'll be like, oh no, Monday is the day we are supposed to present to the students. So we have to finish it at least before Monday. Then you see that you'll be clear. And then there'll be no wahala again, no issue. Okay, so please next time let's learn to communicate. Don't just say he don't drop message now. No wahala. I'm waiting for him to give me. No, you follow up. Okay, learn to take the initiative. Are we together? So did you get that, Tuchen?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
So for you now, you can see that Sophia has actually done your team's work. She has done the work for you and Deborah. So if you can buy her like 1,500 naira recharge card for data, it's like to tell her thank you. Then she just has a little task for you guys. Okay, so after today, maybe when her battery, when she has charged her battery, Sophia, you guys can fix a time that you guys will discuss so that you let them know, explain to them the flow, so that everybody's going to be carried along. I saw Uchenna dropped a message in the chat that you can't see the text clearly. So Uchenna, you actually have access to this same Figma file that I'm sharing. So you can go to the Figma and look at it clearly. Okay, Topet can explain her idea for you. Then if you have any suggestions, you bring it to our notice. It's of it deliberate. If you want to implement it, you implement it. And then label it accordingly. Label the flows accordingly so that anybody that sees it will understand what you guys are doing there. You understand that? Did you get that, Uchenna?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Any questions from your end? Uchenna, any question? Compare any question?
No, sir. No question.
No, sir.
All right. Okay. So I think we have sorted out team D. So that we've gotten our first team with their first overflow. Then team A, Chinyere. I think you guys have been sorted out. Chinyere, I believe you know what you have to do, right? Any question on your own end?
So I know what to do. As in, sorry.
All right. So I think Cornelius has joined this call. So yes, Cornelius, are you here? Are you with us? Cornelius.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine, sir. Sorry, I joined the call late.
It's fine, no problem. So we were talking about your work, your team's work. So I noticed that even Chinyere said it, and I noticed it as well. You dropped a message for you guys to have a call 3 p.m. today, and you didn't follow through on it. You guys did not have a call. What happened?
Okay, so I prior to today, I had planned, or we had planned to have a call, but due to yesterday's career session, we had postponed it, and I had to go ahead with giving the three of us research on our that's Jumia, Kunga. I even added to the call. But the deadline, I was like, okay, between yesterday and today afternoon, we should be able to do that. But on my own end, I did not receive any feedback.
Okay. So I believe you heard the conversation between me, Uchenna, and Tope about communication amongst the team members. You heard everything I said,
Yes,
Abi. So there's
I
no need
did.
for me to repeat myself.
Yes, I did.
And I believe that from what I said, you have also seen areas of improvement that you need to work on next time in your next task.
Yes, sir.
So I told Uche and Chinyere, so I'm telling you guys now. But Tope has practically done your work for you. Because if you look at her own flow, you remember that question, just like what you asked me initially, right? I actually took out the time to look at it, and I looked at what Sophia did, and I've seen that you guys actually are doing the same thing. So you were right when you told, because you were the one that first told me this. Was that on Friday or on Saturday that is not actually the same thing? And I didn't actually have the time to look at the task, to be honest with you. So that was why I was like, no, it's different. But looking at what Tope has done, I went through the task again, and I've seen that you are right. You guys are actually doing the same thing. Okay? So
Yes.
basically, it's safe to say that Tope has done your team's work and her own team's work together. You guys should also find way and buy recharge card or airtime for her. Huh?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So what I asked Uche and Kiere to do is that you guys should have a meeting or a call with her at least tomorrow. Maybe you guys and her team should have a call together on WhatsApp, right? It doesn't have to be a big deal. Even this night, say, this night to be precise. Call her so that she can
So
explain.
I did
Yes, you
not
want to
get
say?
that.
I said you guys should have a call with her and her team on WhatsApp. Your team and her team
Okay.
should have a group call on WhatsApp, probably this night, and let her explain the flow to you guys. So after she's done explaining from your own research that you've made, because I believe like you said, you conducted research from your own research that you've made and the things that you've already drafted out. If you feel like there is something else you need to add, you guys can discuss it there. Then if there's anything you need to add and implement, you know that on this particular task, team A and team D are working together on this particular task alone. No, do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So you have a call with her, let her explain the flow. Then you, as she's explaining it, you're going through it in line with what you conducted as your research. Then if there's anything you feel like should be added, while her own team members are bringing suggestions, you guys will also bring your own suggestions. You deliberate about it. Think if it will work, if it will not work, why would it not work? You know, stuff like that. Then any new implementations you guys should use tomorrow and implement it. So on this particular task, the two teams are working together. From your subsequent tasks, I'm going to be making sure that all your tasks are going to be completely distinct and separate. Do you understand?
All right. Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you have any question?
Uh, uh, Not really, because I'm actually going through the user flow. So for now, there is no question.
Okay, good, good, good. So I believe from now, from on our subsequent tasks, we are not going to be having any communication issues on your end, Abi?
Not at all. Not at all.
All right. You're doing well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, you're welcome. All right, so we've gotten our updates from teams A and teams D. Now we are left with team B and team C. Team B, so far, the only team I've not heard anything or seen any kind of update from is team B. Nsika, are you with us? Please come to the
Yeah, we
take
are
the floor.
C. We are C, not D.
Okay, you guys are C. Okay, that means it is your team that I've not. That's team C then. It's only team C that I haven't seen
Yes,
any
we are team
progress or heard anything from. So what's your status report?
call us now. Okay,
Eh?
we are assigned the we were assigned the map verification status journey.
Okay.
Can you hear me? So first
Yeah,
off, we
come
start
again.
by first off, we start by reviewing the module on user flow, which was module 7. We also reviewed
Okay.
the capstone document for better understanding and comprehension because really it wasn't really sitting well. Like the whole
Okay.
thing was it wasn't so clear. So that was what we did first of all. Then next we did a competitive analysis, and our competitors were Jumia and Konga, just those two. So we analyzed the verification status screens of these competitors and we came up with our own based on ideas and what we find out and what was wrong, what was right. So for our screens, for our user flow, we came up with about 9 screens that this
Okay.
vendor is going to go through for the verification process. So
Okay.
the first one is the start or welcome screen, which when the user taps, it now takes the vendor to the vendor registration screen. This vendor registration screen basically takes personal information like the vendor's name, full name, phone number, email address. Then the next screen is the business information field, where information about the business is going to be updated. Then the next screen is where the vendor will have to submit verification details. Documents like okay, you submit your details, you submit like your NIN, if you have a CSC, sometimes it's optional. So personal verification details like that, submit the vendor will be able to submit it on this screen. Then the next screen will show where the vendor will be able to upload documents, upload their
Okay.
documents for. Yeah. Then the next screen will be for bank details field.
That's good. That's good. I like what I'm hearing, to be honest. So but you guys haven't started designing the user flow. You've
We
already, it
have,
seems
oh,
like you've already
it's
started
supposed
it.
to be ready. Yes, we have. But you can't see it at the moment, but you will see it definitely either this night or tomorrow. Or we are on it.
Okay. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So that means you guys are the only team that have not experienced any communication lapses. So everybody's
So
being carried
no,
along.
our team is active.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Who are your team members again, sir?
Okay, we have Diego, we have Ifan, and
Nice, nice. You guys deserve this round of applause that I'm giving you. So that means everybody has been carried along from start to finish, Abi. Hello? Jessica,
yeah, I said
are you
very
there?
well, very well. Yeah, I'm here.
Good, 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 good. That's wonderful. So we should be expecting your team user flow latest by before the end of tomorrow.
This night or
So
tomorrow.
we can strike that
Latest
off
by
our list.
morning.
All right, all right, all right. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So you guys don't have any challenge that you would like me to help you guys with, Abi?
We'll be having a challenge is when we have done the visual representation. That's when we need your take or need
Oh,
your
voila.
takes.
I'm here with you. I'm here for you, rather. I'm here for you. You guys are impressing me. I like that. I like that. Keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Lastly, last but not the least, Team B. Crown Joseph. Team B. Crown Joseph. Crown, are you here? Crown Joseph.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Set us report, please. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. So how far have you guys gone? Like I've been seeing what you're doing. You started your design on the floor already. I think you and I were communicating on that end. But it seems like you're the only one that is doing the design.
No, sir. I'm not the only one, sir. It's just I'm the
But
one doing design. I'm the one doing the design.
okay, okay. You're not the only one that worked on it.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So I believe have you guys been able to I believe for you to be doing the design, that means you guys have already drafted out your user flow already. So what is left is just to
Yes,
design it.
yes, sir.
Okay, so the user flow is ready. You just have to create the visual representation.
Yes, sir.
Oh, oh, that's wonderful. And I believe Daniel is on your team. Your brother is also on your team. DXAM. Okay, although
Yeah,
DXAM explained Sam, so that's why he hasn't been carried along. But were you able to reach out to him?
yeah. I reached out to him, and the next time he said that I don't know what he was. He was saying that he has not been. He has been off and on and all that. So I said okay. So for Daniel, my brother, and myself, we've been working together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm really glad that you guys were the only ones that was spoke because I reached out to DXAM last week too. He wasn't even active in class. So he said it's because of his camp. He's in camp now, it's 7. And because of that, he's having network issues. So that's why it's as if he's not with us. You understand? So that means you guys will have to. So you guys will have to carry on without him. So you guys are already 3 now. So you're not trusting anybody.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So I believe that one is settled. So you guys are working fine. Everybody's carried along, Abby. Nobody's left behind.
Yes. No, sir. Nobody's left behind.
So that means you should be rounding up with your user flow latest by tomorrow, right?
Let me just say by tomorrow is what? Tuesday, by Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay. Wednesday, we want to start working. We need to start working on another task. This one that you're saying Wednesday again.
I mean Wednesday, not Wednesday night, Wednesday morning, like before morning hours.
Like
Before
right
the
from
class.
today, we need to start working on another task. That's what I'm saying.
Blood of Jesus.
It's not blood of Jesus. So, if possible, I would have said that I don't think you should be the only one working on design. As you can see, I'm actually making edits as you guys are here. So your team members can also be, putting in 1 or 2 as you're doing. This one is doing before you guys are done.
Okay, sir.
Or is it that they did division of labor and it was only you that will do the design? Is that what you guys did?
We did division of labor. Then I'm the one doing the design.
Okay, but I must say, I love your UI. I love the concept. I don't know how to express how impressed I am with the effort that you guys, all of you, are doing so far. Like I can't say. To think that this is done by people that are actually just starting out. I'm pleased. I'd like to see when you guys will put this skill to the test is when we start actually designing. But I love this concept. It's really, really nice. It's really, really nice. So I just have one thing to tell you. Remember, I believe what is helping you is the principles of design that we covered. I think that's what is helping you.
Sir.
I said I believe what is helping you is the principle of design that we covered last week.
Yeah. Yes.
I can see that you're already putting it into practice. And that is good. So what I would advise for you is remember the rule of repetition and consistency. If you know that you're using headers, like if you know that headers are green, please use green all through. If you're using black as header, I'm not saying you've broken the rule yet, but I'm just saying. You understand? Don't make sure that everything is uniform. Okay? And then the same thing applies to your color.
Sir, this one that you're saying, how about is it not okay?
It is wonderful. It's lovely. But I would have suggested, I don't know, it's okay. I would have suggested, Sha, that this required document, let it be, in fact, okay, you already seen what I'm saying. This required document, let it be smaller than this upload document. Upload document is like a header. Okay, so you can't put body and head at the same size. It doesn't work that way. Which font size do you use for this? Let me see. You use the 12, and this one too is still 12. Okay. Okay. Now, are you seeing my poster? You see what I'm doing now?
Yes.
I see what I'm doing. All right.
Yes,
so
I'm seeing what
just hold on. What's this change I want to make? You see what I've done to that text now? This user sees the list of requirements and list of. You see that?
Yes, please, sir, can you do it again? Let me see what you did.
I changed the color.
Okay.
Which one do you think? Does this look better, or you prefer the black?
No, this one looks better. It looks better.
So there is this unspoken rule in UIUX. Guys, you guys should pay attention. There's this unspoken rule in UI design. Try not to use full black for at least body text. Okay, so you can see what you do. Click on this user sees the list. If you come to field, you see the hex code. Okay, so just copy the hex code from that field, Control C, And then do the same thing for this one. Come here, change that selection color, Ctrl V, and it's exactly the same color. Do you understand what I did?
So I'm thinking about doing like I. Then
Like I like the bullets.
okay. The eclipse.
Yes. Okay. Exactly. If you use here, no wonder it's too bold. It's too bold. It's too big. Remember what I said about icons. Remember what I said about icons. Let me share my screen so that everybody will see what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
You guys will not be left in the dark. Before you start saying, what is this? What is this? So remember what I said about icons. Icons, even bullets too apply to it, right? This is too big. It's very, very big. Fran, are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
Let's try a smaller size. Now I'm going to reduce the size. Now, if I reduce the size, I'll copy it, Ctrl C, and then I'll replace these other ones. I'll press Ctrl Shift and arrow to replace. I'll do the same thing with this one, Ctrl Shift and arrow, replace. Don't you think this is better?
Yeah, it is.
So you see that rule about icons? This shouldn't be too big. Now see how there is more space here now. A lot more space. You see there's room for the eyes. It's not heavy again. Now, this required document can be the same size. It's okay like that.
Okay.
You get that?
Yes,
Then I so much love how you implemented these icons. It shows that you understood the feedback I was giving you then. I love that. So that thing I was telling you in the afternoon, you know what I'm talking about, like this upload document icon.
Yes, it was too big, like the stroke.
Exactly. You understand? And it was against that principle of repetition because it was bigger than this one. And it doesn't make sense. The two of them are similar. They are doing the same work. So it has to be the same. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then you see another thing. The size of this icon too is bigger than this one. And it's not the same with this. Is it?
It's not.
Another rule. Remember, repetition. Try and make it the same. I understand that this card is bigger, but at least the icon size should not change. So look at what I'm going to do now. Pay attention. I'm going to click on this now. Look at the size on the properties panel. It is actually 35 by 98 in height and 36 in width. Have you seen what I'm talking about? Now I'm going to select the. I'm going to select
35 by 30.
You said?
It's 35 by 36.
Yes. Now I'm going to select the scale tool. Are you hearing? Now, so what the scale tool is going to help me do. The scale tool, we use the scale tool to scale down objects entirely. Like the aim is to just reduce the size. So instead of it to find a way to start struggling. So I'm going to select the scale tool. Now watch this. If I click on the scale tool, the property panel changing. Look at, can you see my screen on this Teams? Can you guys see my screen? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you see that in the scale tool, the properties changes. And look at that meet 35 by 98 and by 36. I can now please and press enter. Okay. Now it is only possible with the scale tool. This one is 50 by 50. You see, it's bigger.
Yes.
And this other one. Now 50 by. I'll put it 36. 36 by 36. You see, it's not the same size. This one is 48 by 48. Let's say 36 by 36. Are you seeing? That is uniformity.
That's good, man. That's good, man.
Ram, are you with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ram. So this is uniformity now. Then another thing that you want to be uniform, let the spacing be equal. Do you understand what I mean by spacing?
Yes, yes, I know.
You see this one now, you
Especially
see the
maybe.
gap from here. It's not the same as this one from here to here. It's not the same as this one from here to here.
Okay, okay.
You understand? So I want the
Yes,
spacing
sir.
to be equal. If you have this one now, the spacing at the moment is 18. This one, the spacing is 33.5. This one, the spacing is 14. Maintain uniformity. Okay? So I believe
Okay.
you don't have to do all these corrections by yourself. Daniel Onoha, are you
Yes,
on
sir.
this call?
If I'm here.
Okay, Daniel Onoha, I want you to be. Daniel,
Okay, okay.
Daniel Onoha, your teammate. Daniel, are you here?
Daniel.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, are you here? Have you been following through the corrections I've been giving on this your user flow?
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
So this is where teamwork comes in. While Crown is working on the user flow, I want you to be implementing these changes that I've been talking about, especially
Okay.
this spacing now. I think that's the only thing left. Implement this spacing, and then this color, this black. Make sure that this black is the same with this gray all around.
Okay, that's uniformity.
Exactly, uniformity. I want everything to be uniform. So the only one that is allowed to have this thick black is this header. The header is allowed to have it.
Okay.
I think the header itself should go with the same color. Let me use my hand and set the color for you guys.
Okay.
So that it's not. This is okay. This is okay. So control C. Let me just, for the sake of learning, I'm already here. I will just use my hand and change the color for you guys. Selection of color. Control V. Good. I see that I've changed all of them. Doesn't this look better?
It does.
Sir, please do.
He said?
That's all to do.
Like I think you should redo what you just did.
Okay. Look here. Every color has a unique code, which is the hex code. Now, the hex code is this 6-digit number that is always behind each field. Okay, are you there?
Yeah, yes.
So this is the hex code now. So if you replicate the DNA of a human being, what happens? From basic biology, if you replicate of a DNA of a human being, what happens?
Sir, sorry, I did not get your question.
I said this hex code is basically like the DNA of this color. Now, if you replicate the DNA of a human being, what happens? What do you get as a result? Do you get another person or the exact same person?
Ghana Gmail, okay.
You get a carbon copy.
Exactly. So all you have to do, if you want to get this same exact color in others, all you have to do is copy the hex code and paste it in those ones too, which is technically what I did. So after copying the hex code, I press Ctrl C. Now instead of doing it one by one, there is this feature that Figma does. Anything you select, it will show you all the colors in that selection. Now, for instance, if I select all these three like this, and I scroll down, it is showing me the selection of colors, meaning every color that is inside this selection. So when I click on it, I can now go and start replacing the colors one by one. So this color, this light green is this light green. This dark green is this one and this one. This black now is this one that we are using. So you will not look for the color that you want to replace. and then you click on it, and that's all. So now, you understand?
Yes, sir.
You understand? It's basically copy and paste. You get that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then, Daniel, are you there? Over to you now.
Yes,
So,
yes, I'm here.
I want, while Crown is continuing the user flow, I want you to make sure that everything he's doing is uniform, even the colors. So if you notice, the stroke he used here is not the stroke that this shape has. It's not the same color. Did you notice that?
Okay, okay. Yes, yes,
It's not
yes.
the same color. So I want you to make sure that these two are the same color using the hex code. You see, this one is lighter than this.
Okay, so that the weight will be the same.
You see, exactly. So what you're going to do, if you click on this now, you see the stroke is DDD. But whereas if I click on this one now, you see the same. Let's see, it's not the same. See, D2, D2, D2. Are you saying it's not the same?
Okay, okay.
So look at what you're just going to do. If you just select this one now, double click this DDD, copy it, Control C. Then now you now select all these ones. Select all these ones, and then under selection of colors, every other one, just this thing is D2, D2, D2. You press Control V and paste it there. You understand? Daniel, are you with us? Daniel, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, yes. Network threw me out, but I'm back now.
Okay. Then one thing else that I want you to do, you see this one now, it is not the same stroke as this one that is under. Reason being that this one that is under has what's it called? It's not the same with this one. So I would suggest that you guys should change these two, or find a way to make sure that this and this are the same weight. Daniel, find a way to make sure that this and this are the same weight. So if possible, change the icons and make sure that you get the one that you can actually change the stroke.
Okay.
Because see the problem of this one now, you see that if I select this one now, if I select this one, it doesn't have a stroke. It is only a field.
Yes.
Meaning that this thing that you're seeing is not stroke, it is the field. So you cannot follow this part. This is where the shape is from here to here. So if I remove this field now and add stroke and set the stroke to be outside, you see how it is going to look like. So that is to tell you that this is the shape. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you need to change this. The same thing applies to this. So you need to change this icon and look for the one that has a stroke, like that it is a stroke on its own. Just, in fact, let me not confuse you. Just find a way to make sure that this one and this one are the same.
Okay, so that two of them will be the same.
Yes, that's your target. Anyhow you want to do is just make sure that two of them are the same. So that as you're doing it, on the design. And then one last thing, when you change it, I want you to reduce the size of the stroke in this cell. Set this thing to fixed. Set this frame to fixed height.
Okay, the size should be fixed.
the frame should decide to be fixed so that it is not going to be. You see now, as I'm reducing this icon now, as I'm reducing it, okay, it's not okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yes, you see, as I'm reducing it now, you see how the thing is reducing. The height of this auto layer is reducing. So set it to fixed height. The reason why it is reducing is because the height is in hub. You see, it is in hub content.
Yes.
I see. And so set it to fixed height. So if it is on fixed height, no matter how you reduce it, the height will not reduce too.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
But what I'm saying is the size of this icon is too big. I want it smaller. It should be smaller than this.
Okay, noted, sir. Yes, sir, noted.
Okay. All right. So, Crown, while as Daniel is focusing on these changes, Crown, I want you to just continue with your user flow so that you guys can finish on time.
Okay. So I was doing the user flow. I was using this user flow with my senior brother.
Okay. No wala. So while you guys are working on it, let Daniel be working on the changes so that you guys will finish on time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. So does anybody have any question? I don't think so. Okay, so guys, we want to talk about something today. We want to talk about design systems and style guides. Design systems and style guides. I'm going to send you guys some videos, YouTube tutorials to help you understand design systems better. Okay, for like a reference, but we're going to talk about it today. So, what is design system? Basically, a design system here is like a set of repetitive or elements that you reuse over and over again. I didn't come with a slide because it works best if I show you what the design system is. Okay, so now let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys something. Now, let me share my screen. A design system now is like a set of rules or guidelines that your design follows when you're working. Okay, so for instance, now you know that remember the principle of repetition and unity and all of that, uniformity. You know that you have to use a certain type of font. You have to use certain colors. You have to use certain stroke weights, font sizes. These things I was telling Crown to edit, right? Instead of you to be guessing it, it is actually documented in a design system first before you start designing. So the aim is to make sure that your work is uniform right from the get-go. You don't stress yourself with trying to make sure that okay, this is the same, this one is not the same, and stuff like that. Okay, and to do that, part of the design system is what we call a style guide. Now, the design system is broad. It's very, very broad. That's why I said I'll send you guys some videos. We're not going to cover everything, but we're just going to cover the little that we can so that you guys can be able to apply it to what you're doing. So basically now, if you take a look at this dashboard, you see that they have a primary color system. You see this blue? It repeats across all the screens that you see here. Are you guys seeing that? It is that same blue that they use all through. The same thing is applied to OP. Remember that day that we did our visual design principles? When we use OP as a case study, you guys said that from the research you made or from the analysis you made, you saw that OP had one predominant green color, and that is what they use all through. So you can call that their primary color. And it's because they have it is that they have. Unless they change their brand color, they are going to give you that design system that contains that color, that particular hex code so that anything you're doing, you must use that particular color, just like how they tell you. So that's basically the gist of what a design system is. It doesn't just apply to colors alone. It also applies to text, fonts. It applies to spacing. It applies to stroke weights. It even applies to icons too and design pattern. So basically anything that is going to be like reused to give this kind of identity to your brand, to let people know that okay, this is your brand statement. So if they say this is your brand color, this is your brand font, that is it. Nothing that consistency and uniformity across a design. It also helps you because when the time is for the developers to hand off, you're going to also hand them off your design system to your design library. You're going to hand it over to them. Tell them that, okay, this is what we use. This is our hex code. And so that when they now start deploying this, your program or your product and bringing it to life, nothing is going to change from the original design. Even this our capstone project, the DevOps instructor, the first thing he asked me was, have you guys created a design library? I need your design system. So that him and his team will start implementing it. So basically, that's just the long and short of the design system. Do we have any questions? Do we understand what the design system is? Do we have any questions? Okay, no. Now, you see this design, this dashboard design that we are seeing here. It has a design system or a component library. There are many names for it. A design system, a component library that has their components, right? Now, if you come to this page, you're going to see a list of all the components that they have. You see that they are navigation bar. You see the two of them written here. The top one, you see everything. And if you guys have a sharp memory, you would remember a certain time when I was teaching you guys icons, I made mention of something that's called components. It is now that you talk about that component properly. Okay, so inside the design system, you're going to see your component library first and foremost. We are going to talk about what is inside the design system. Firstly, your component library. So your component library now is a library of your components. Then you now ask, what is a component? A component is like a element, rather, reusable element that you're going to use over and over again. So initially we're talking about colors, but it's not just colors. Even specific items like icons, buttons. You see that in that particular design, you see that we have buttons. You see that button, it's like a component. The same thing with this, the same thing with this, the same thing with this. Although this one now, we're going to go deeper much later, perhaps in our mentorship course. We are not going to cover this aspect now. These components, the depth part of it. But like anything that is going to be reused over and over again, instead of trying to create it with that same, what do they call it? That same properties, you just create it as a component and then make sure that anything you create is going to just be like a replica of it. For example, now, let's say I create a button. Let me show you guys a typical example. Let me create a button now. Button. Now, I know that this is going to be my primary button, something like this now, that I'm going to be reusing. Okay, I'm not done. Add auto leadership. Okay. And let me increase this like this. Add color. Okay. Auto one. Let's see, I'll make it a little bit thicker. So let's say this is our primary button. Abi? Now, guys, if this is a button now, and I say I want to reuse this button over and over again, now, normally you're going to just duplicate it. You say copy. You copy again. Now, imagine where you have duplicated this thing 10 times, and they now tell you, oh, Olens, this is not our brand color, or we want to change this color, or you yourself, you now be like, I want to change this thing from sharp edge to round edge. I don't want it to be sharp edge again. I want it to be rounded edge. So that means you're going to have to start replicate doing it one by one. You come to this one, you change it to round edge, add corner radius of like 10. Abi, you come here to do the same thing one by one. Now, if you have replicated this in over 100 times, that is how you want to start doing it 100 times. This is where the benefit of components comes in. Now, if I finish creating this button now, let me delete this one. If I finish creating this button now, and I make it a component, I don't have to make that change 100 times. All I need to do is make the change to the original one and to apply to the others. Now, watch this. After I select the button now, it's a button. No? I come here and say create component, control alternate K. Now it is a component because it has this purple line around it. Now, if I now duplicate this guy, the moment I duplicate it, I've gotten an instance of that component, right? I duplicate it again. I've gotten an instance and keep duplicating. Now, any change I make to this original one, you see the difference between original. You see that as I select it, take note of this pyramid. It is not the same with this one. It doesn't have that pyramid. I see. Even in the layers panel, you see that this one, the pyramid is different from this one. You see, this is instance, but this is component. This is instance, but this is component. So the moment I click on this now, and I change anything I change at all, watch this magic now. These are all the children. Anything I change, it is automatically applying to others at once. Any slightest change. So you see that even if you have done 1001 replicas of this,
Hello, sir.
go back to that original, change it, and to apply. Yes, Crown.
Please, while you were doing this, the network had to hang what we were doing. So you just came to this point where you started changing the color.
Yes,
So
Crown. I can hear you.
we didn't get what you were doing.
Okay, let me repeat it.
Okay, please, sir.
Let me repeat it. Now, I was saying that as this button is, if I keep on replicating this button now, let's say I've replicated this button 500 times, and I want to make a change to that button, because the button is not a component, normally I will have to start changing it one by one to all the replicas that I have made. Abi? But if I make it a component, it saves me that stress. The moment I make it a component, all I have to do is make the change to the original component, and then it will just apply to all the replicas. Now, I'll show you a typical example of what I'm talking about. Now, you see this button now, it's different. Before I put it, before I duplicate it, I have to convert it into component. First, how do I convert it to component? Select the button, decide where you have frame, you have dev mode, or talk ready for dev status. The next one you have is create component. Control and scale. If you click on it, it becomes a component because you now start having this purple line around it. That is how you convert an object to a component. Sam, are you following?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, good evening, sir. This is Joseph.
Yes, good.
Sir, please,
Okay,
as you are
Joseph, go
converting
on.
to components, we are not seeing anything.
We are not seeing
changing.
anything.
So the thing change immediately.
Is it only Crown that this is happening to, or is it happening to everybody as well? Somebody should confirm. Somebody else please confirm. Did you guys see how I changed it? Or it's the same place?
They are sleeping already.
Huh?
Sir, they are...
Nobody's saying anything. This is what I don't like. Nobody's saying anything. Then when I'm done, they will
I
not
saw
start telling
it.
me
I
stuff.
saw it.
Okay, thank you. So that means change. That means you know how to change something to component, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Or your Crown and Joseph. For the last time, let me just do it for your sake. For the last time. But you see that it is your own network. Crown, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you select it, come to this top part here that says frame. Besides frame, you have now in your properties panel, the first section of your properties panel before position where you have alignment and the rest. That top part there. I see what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Then you have frame.
Yes.
You have toggle for dev, ready for dev, and then you have create components. You just click on this create component button and it becomes a component.
Okay, sir.
Or you right click on it and then say create component. It's still there. I wanted to show you the proper way first. Just right click, you see create component. Have you guys gotten it now? Now see that any change, let me do now for this thing to work, you have to first of all convert it to component before duplicating. If you go and duplicate first, then convert to component. That one that you duplicated before converting to component, it is called born out of wedlock. It is out of wedlock. It is not a marital child. So it will not work. It will only work the ones that you duplicated after it is not a component. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate. And duplicate. Now you see that any change I make to this original one, any change I make to the original, it is going to apply to the rest simultaneously. Are we seeing that?
Yes, sir.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Guys, please just give me a minute, please. Okay, I'm back. Hello, can you guys hear me? Are you guys there? Hello? Is anybody there? Okay. So basically, guys, that's the concept of components. So if I now come now and say, okay, I want to add a rounded edge or corner radius to this, you see that as I'm adding to the parents, it is applying to the child at once. You see that? So no matter where you replicate this one to, it will follow it as long as it is still a component. So the only time where it can detach is if you now detach this component. What does that mean? So you can now select this child, right click, and then say detach instance. Control Alternate V. So it is going to detach it, and then it is no longer going to be a component again. Now you see it's on its own. So any change that the augurs follow, it will not be among again. Do we understand? So that's basically the concept of a components library. So the component library, you see all these things that you see here, all their replicas, all the places that they are applied in the design system. Now see this guy. If I duplicate this one now, creating an instance of it, and I now come to this original, and I want to make any change. I want to make anything. Let me see, what can I change? Let me select this guy. I say I want to change this to white. So it's a separate component. Oh yeah, let me see something. Let me check. Let me see. Is this a component of it? Yes, it's a component of it. Selection of colors. Let me say I change it to blue. You see? So it's the same thing. The same principle applies all around. You see how it's changed too. So when you hear of a components library, it means that elements that are reusable, over and over again, instead of you to create them, you can just replicate. Even icons too. You can see even icons. Are we together? Even icons too. So you don't have to stress yourself about creating these things from scratch. So guys, before I proceed, is there anybody that is confused? Are we all together? Do we all understand what we're talking about? Component library. Now, this component library is part of the design system. But do we understand? Okay.
Sir,
I believe nobody. Yes. Yes, Crown. Crown, go ahead. Okay. Crown, go ahead. Ask your question.
sir, this is Joseph.
Okay,
So,
Joseph,
sir,
go on.
about this company, sir.
Uh-huh.
Is it in the community, or we have to create the component by ourselves?
Beautiful question. Like I love this question that you ask. Is it in the community or you create it by yourself? It means you understand what the components library is, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Now, look at this. The beautiful thing of the Figma community is that it actually has design systems. That brings us to the next thing that we want to discuss. Where can we find these design systems? Do you understand? Although before we get
Yes, sir.
there, we are still discussing other members of the design system. You know that component library is just an aspect of the design system. There are still other things
Yeah.
that are part of the design system.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to treat that, but first we must look at another aspect of a design system called a style guide. Okay? So
Is that
guys,
what?
what is guide, a style guide.
Okay, style guide. Okay.
Yes, style guide. So now a style guide now has to do with why component has to do with elements. Style guide now has to do with elements of design like colors, typography, majorly colors and typography. Figma has this option to create a library where you can set this style guide and it will help you. So again, I'm just going to show you. Okay. So today's class is practical. Now I'm going to be using our design file as a point of reference. Let me share. Now,
Yeah, Julia. Yeah.
if I if I click on like my blank space, let's say I just open a document and nothing is selected, right? Nothing is selected at the moment. Now you can see how the properties panel looks. This panel where you have the page properties, where you can change the color of the page and the rest. That is where I'm on at the moment, right? Under it, you see this portion that says styles. Styles. This is what we want to look at now. Your style guide. Styles. Variables is something we'll talk about later. Styles. This is what we want to look at. Now, if you click on this plus icon, we have text, we have color, we have effect, and then we have layout guide. These are your styles. This is part of your design system too. So what does this mean? Remember when I said we have a particular color that we are going to use, or we have a particular text that we are going to use. Okay, we have a particular effect that we are going to use. Instead of you to be stressing yourself, trying to replicate this color, see that thing I was doing is stress, it's hard work. Try to copy hex code and be pasting it. It's hard work. You can set a library in Figma where all you have to do is just create the color and keep. Then any element you want, you can apply that color to. And get this, the best part is that that color too, it works like a component, meaning that if tomorrow you want to change that color and you've already used it on 1,000 elements, all you have to do is go to the original, change the color there in this library. Sorry, come to this library, change the color here, and it will apply. Now, before you say you don't understand, let me show you a typical example. Now, we are in this document, right? Let's say I want to set my primary color and my secondary color. Okay, these two. Now, let's say I now come to this style and I click on color. The name of this color, let's call this primary color. Meaning, like, this is the primary color for my brand, just like how Ope and Childbird, their own primary color, right? The main color, this is the primary color. I can now come here and set it according to hex code or according to my taste. I come here, set it to purple, like this. See the sample here. Okay. Now this one works well if a brand has given you their style guide already or their brand identity document. Let's say you're working for a company and they say we already have our primary color, we already have our brand color, don't want to change anything. So when they give you the hex code, you just come here, you type in the hex code, and then you create style. Then you now come, add their secondary color, the same process. Secondary color. You come here now and say, okay, the secondary color is going to be yellow. I'm just saying, for instance. I say create style. Now, you now want to create something and add that primary color. Let's say I create a rectangle now. And I want this button. Let's say this is a button. I want this button to have my primary color. All I do is just come under field. Instead of clicking here, I will come here. Are we paying attention? You see, apply styles and variables. I will come here. Click on this. Under all libraries, the very first one, you're going to see the colors that you have added in this file. If you highlight it, you see this one is primary color, this one is secondary color. Are you seeing? So if I click on it, it's automatically pick my color. Guys, are we following? Is there anybody that is lost? If you're lost, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, no lost candidate.
Please, they lost the Jesus.
Nah, Crown, this your network is really. Yes, Crown, this your network is terrible.
Hello.
Let me show you again. I've already, Crown, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You saw how I added this primary color to my style guide, Abby? Did you see that one? You saw how I added it here?
Yes, you clicked on that style, that plus that is there, then you went to color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, that's it. So now, if I was showing you guys, if I wanted to add this color to an object, let's say I draw a rectangle. Let me delete it. Let's say I draw a rectangle now, a button rather, and I want to give this button, that's my primary color. Are you following, Crown?
Yes.
Now, if I come to field, you know, normally you guys will come here to pick color. Abi, maybe this is where we used to go to pick color.
Yes, sir.
Abi, but this is not where you're
Yes,
going
sir.
to go, because now we are going to the library. Now we are going to the library in Figma, just like a normal library that you go and store
Okay.
books. Figma now has a library and you store the color there. So for you to access that library, you're going to come to these 4 dots that you see here next to the plus sign. These 4 dots. You see, it says apply styles and variables. Have you seen it?
Okay, sir.
Then you click on it. You now see on top it, you're going to see all your colors that you have created in the file.
Yes, sir.
Eh? Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
If you don't see it here, always make sure that it is set to all libraries or select created in this file. If you say created in this file, it will only show the ones you created. But if you say all libraries, it will show you all the universal libraries that we have. So when you see it, you now click on the color that you want and bam, automatically carry it. You don't have to worry yourself about hex code. You don't have to worry about anything, because if you now come to fill, you see it there. Instead of hex code, what is it writing here? It says primary color. So it is showing you that, okay, this is the original color that is set from the beginning. Now, even if I come here now and I want to draw again and give it that same primary color, see the beautiful part. If tomorrow I decide to change this color now, let's say I want to change this color, I don't want to use purple again. I can now deselect, right? Click on this page, like just click on the page, so that I can get my page property. Now, in that same place where I created the primary color, beside it, you see this option here. It says edit style. I repeat, you come here, beside the color, it says edit style. Then if you click on it, the color will come out again. You have the option to change the color to anyone that you want. And as you're changing it, it is changing everywhere it was applied in that page. Are you guys seeing? As you're changing it, it is applying it automatically. Then when you're done, you just click cancel or you click outside and it has changed. Your primary color has changed. It's as easy as that. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Any questions?
Not really, sir.
Okay. So, guys, from what we have seen so far, do you think this design system, component library, and style guide, do you think it's actually important? Is it necessary?
Very, very, sir. Very, very important.
Okay. Now, your hand is up. Do you have a question?
No, sir, it's a mistake. I wanted to react.
Okay. So you see how important it makes work easy for us. Very, very easy. Now you see this same thing that you see colors here, it applies to text too. Now if I want to create, let's say as I was telling Crown Crown, imagine when I was telling you that, okay, use the same thing for your headers. Like as I said, this will be for header. Like your header, replace it, make sure it's the same. I can actually set text too in library. How? The same way. As I come to styles, you click on this plus, you see text. You're going to set primary text. Primary text. Then you're going to set the font size. Okay, no, it's not primary text rather. Let's say headers. Headers. You set the fonts that you want. If you want ether, if you want any other thing that you want, you set the font style. You want it to be regular, bold, or whatever. Then you now set the size. That's 48. You're setting the letter spacing. You know, all those text options and editing, you set everything here. And then you say create style. Then the moment you type a header, you come here and say header. You now go in this same typography. You see under typography, that same button still exists there. You click on apply style. You see it, headers. You click on it and boom, it will apply automatically. Are we following?
Yes, sir.
Are we? Then if I want to change it, I can still come back to just click on my page, come back to my styles. You see it there. click on edit styles, and then maybe I reduce the size, and you see that the size will be reduced automatically. I change the font, the style, black, bold, semi-bold. It will be automatically reducing all across the page. So we use this to set header sizes, body text. We use this to set colors, primary, secondary, stroke, even down to your stroke color. You see, this thing that I was telling Crown, this stroke color, I can literally set it as a font style. So that all you have to do is just make sure that you're using the right color in the right place, and you're not going to have any issue. Do we have any question, guys? Any question? Okay, guys, this design library is something that is very, very important. It's very, very necessary, because just as it will help you, imagine now that we are 12. Okay, I'm going to give myself a task. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to update our style guide. I'm going to put all the colors that we're going to be using, from the primary color, secondary color, the color for stroke, the color for the write-up. We are not using black. I don't use black. I'm going to set the color that you'll be using. You're going to set the primary color, the secondary color, the stroke, and we're going to set the color for stroke in itself. So that anybody that wants to apply text color or stroke color or primary color, you're going to have to work with that color that I gave you. Then anybody that doesn't feel that rule, you're using. So when you start designing, and let me say I set a primary color as blue. Everybody's using blue. You go and use yellow where you're supposed to use blue. Or maybe the blue you use is not the exact same blue I use. Meanwhile, I've already created a style guide. You're losing mark. Okay? So you have to make sure that anything you're doing, you're following direction. Because if they employ you tomorrow to be part of a team, as a professional UI/UX designer, you should be able to understand what a style guide is and create one. If there is one existing already, you should be able to follow through with it. Do we get? Is there anybody that is confused? Don't worry, I'm going to send you guys a reference video on components and on what is it called? Design library system, so that design system rather, so that you can become conversant with it. But it's basically the gist. Like I said, this is just the surface. After our capstone project, when we start doing the mentoring session, I'll start giving you guys some deep tips and things that we've not yet covered. But for now, we're just doing this one to be able to give you guys the foundational knowledge first. Do we understand? And if your question is how to get the component system, I'm coming to that. But from what we've discussed so far, do we have any question? Personally, I doubt we would. Okay. So in the wonderful event that we don't have any question. Lastly, before I call it a day, the question that Crown asked earlier on, let me delete this primary color before you guys start saying, which one is it? Delete star, delete star. I'll delete this one too. So by tomorrow, I'm going to update our style library so that everybody is going to see it and will follow along. Now, Crown asked, how do we get this components library? Fortunately for us, there are many companies that make their design library open source, meaning that anybody can come in and use or borrow their design library for their own, borrow their components library system, and perhaps even edit it. Majorly, personally rather, there are 3 brands that I like using their design library. Google, that you know, yes, Google, the Google that everybody is using. Every Google has their own design library that is accessible in Figma community. Figma have their own design library under UI kits, and even iPhone too have their own. There are lots of other brands that do have their own. Now let me show you how it is that you can be able to access these design libraries. Let me share my screen. So I'm currently in the Figma community, and I went to a particular section under UI kits. Let me just go to the community and start afresh. So that nobody will say that I perform magic to get it. So this is the Figma community, right? This is the Figma community. This is where you have everything. Now you see that it is sectioned. It is sectioned. We have your AI workflows with Figma Weave. We have prompt code with Figma Make. We have feature categories. We have website templates, and then we have UI kits. We also have picture templates and so on and so forth. But we have UI kits. Now, UI kits is our target. It is under this UI kit where you're going to have design systems. Okay, so you want to come to this UI kit. Okay, and then under the UI kit, you see iOS. You see material design kit. This material 3 design kit belongs to Google. It was created, it is a branch of Google. And then this simple design system belongs to Figma. It is usually these 3 I use. And you see the best part, these 3, as they are here, they are actually embedded in your Figma workspace already. Now, let me just open one. Let me open this material 3 design kit on Figma so that you see what it looks like. Now, let's open on Figma. This UI kit in the file. And then starting up this. Okay, so now it's loading. But while it's loading, let me show you guys how to actually access this design kit from your Figma directly. Let me show you guys. You see in this assets panel, your assets panel, beside file, beside the place where you have pages, your assets panel. If you click on the assets panel, you see all libraries. You see the iOS, you see the Material 3, and then you see the simple design system. Inside each and every one of these, we have hundreds of components. You see, inside iOS, we have 175 components. Inside Material 3, we have 357. Inside Simple Design System, we have 1,844 components. Now, these components can carry lots of things. It can carry buttons, it can carry icons, it can carry frames, it can carry even checklists and the rest. That's why I tell you, before you go ahead to create anything, just come to this library and then search for the name of what you're looking for. If you don't see it here, then you now start looking for it elsewhere. But 99% of the time, or 80% of the time, what you're looking for is here. All you have to do is after collecting it, you now edit. Okay? So I'm not going to show us how to use it now so that I don't confuse us. But guys, I want us to do a personal project, right? Take out the time to explore these libraries. Okay, take out the time to explore this library. See the content that they have, see the design, the components, so that it is going to help you. Remember what I told you. It is knowledge that is power. You might be here stressing yourself to create something from scratch. You don't know that what you want to create is inside here. So if you go and explore this place, it will only benefit you because it is you that on the long run, it is now you that will now be able to say, oh, I need a search bar. And I know that search bar exists in libraries. Let me come here and search for it. And I'll see it and I'll collect it. I need a calendar. You can even get calendar here. The amount of things that you can get from these libraries is vast. Okay, so I want you guys to access them. Just click on each one of them. As you click on it, you see the different categories that we have. Go through them, explore, and see for yourself. Okay, because we have already covered a lot today, I'm not going to be delving deep into these design libraries for now. You can actually do it as a personal project. On Wednesday, I'm going to show us an example because by Wednesday I would have already uploaded our style guide, uploaded the design library. Everything is going to be on this Figma file. So by Wednesday, I'm going to be showing you guys an example of the style guide library, an example of the design system rather, how to utilize it and how to make use of it effectively. Because that is what we are going to be doing when we want to start our design process. Okay? Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? Please, if you don't have any question and you understand, please just indicate by giving a thumbs up. I understand clearly. I don't have a question for now. Can I say a thumbs up? I will sit in this call. Uchenna, Topel, Crown, Daniel, Joseph, Gold, Isikan, Ifeanyi, Chinyere, Cornelius. You guys should at least react now so that I know that I'm talking to people. Only Uchenna and Joseph and Crown. And only 4 persons. Cornelius, your hand is up.
Yeah, we are giving you reaction. Or maybe it's your network that's making you not see it.
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so guys, I have an assignment for you. I believe we are mostly done with our user flows. Okay, so after this user flow, we are supposed to actually work on the design system. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm the one going to create the style guide library myself so that we don't delay ourselves. The next thing we need now, we need to start designing our screens. Okay, so but I want us to warm our hands up, do some kind of warm up first before designing our screens. Okay, so and as such, don't think I forgot the assignment I gave you guys last week. I still remember that other design I asked you guys to make, but because of this other user flow and everything, I understand that it's choking you guys. So now that you're done with your user flow, you have time on your hands to at least test out on the design principles. Okay, so you see this dash tag that we were using as a point of reference. I thank God that today we have learned design flows, design systems. Let me share my screen. This is what you guys are going to be designing next. Can you see my screen?
No.
No, sir.
Can you guys see my screen? Can anybody see my
No,
screen?
sir. Not yet, sir.
Can you guys see my screen? Please talk. Oh.
Not
No.
yet, sir.
Oh, you can't.
Just give it a minute. Okay. Is it showing now?
No, sir.
Not
No,
yet,
sir.
sir.
No.
How about now? Huh? There's an-
No,
No,
sir.
no.
Let me try again. Hold on. Let me try again. Sorry.
No.
Not yet, sir.
Told me there's an issue with content share. Is it showing now?
No, sir.
What's going on?
Not yet, sir.
No, it's not.
Eh? What about now? Yeah, it has still stopped. Oh. Okay, you know what? Let me just share you guys the link to this part. Let me share you the link to this part. I'll copy it and paste it on this chat. I'll still paste it on your various chats now. It is actually that same design that we were using. I was showing you guys as a point of reference in class today. Okay, it's actually that same one. That's the one I want you guys to work on. Okay, so if you open it, it has different screens. It has admin lifestyle 1, lifestyle 2, tag style 1 and tag style 2. Choose any one of your choice. And I want you guys to design as many as you can. The aim here is to just like give you guys a feel, because what you're going to be designing for this our capstone project is similar to this one. Let me try and be sharing my screen as I'm talking this one. What you guys are going to be designing is similar to this. So I want you guys to like at least have an experience on designing a, they call it dashboard or web app. This is a dashboard rather. They call it dashboards. So I want you guys to have a feel of designing a dashboard first and foremost before we jump into this capstone project, so that you don't be caught off guard. Okay, so as I've shared you guys this Figma link, if you open it, in the first page under the pages, you're going to see components. That is where you have the components library. So based on what we were discussing today, all you have to do is just copy those components and paste when you're designing. Okay, you don't have to create everything from scratch. I want you guys to also learn how to work with a design system, a components library, something that is existing. Work smart, not hard. Okay, so that's why I'm giving you this guys this assignment. So as you're designing it, don't just limit yourself to trying to create everything from scratch by yourself. No. There's a components library that has these elements. Some of these elements are already made. So you can just copy, paste, and arrange everything, put everything one by one, piece everything together. Make sure that your work looks as similar to this as possible. Do we understand? Any question? Is my screen showing now? But do we have any question? Have anybody been able to open the Figma link? Has anybody opened the Figma link? And Sikan, you were saying something. Sikan.
Sorry.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
So I was saying the screen is not showing yet.
So have you sent the link?
We've not seen your screen.
Have you guys seen,
We've not seen the link.
The link is on the chart, on this chart here. Has anybody been able to open it?
See.
It hasn't come. So somebody should open it so that I can confirm if you've seen what I've sent you. So it's actually this same dashboard that I was using in class today to explain design library. Okay. Who has opened it?
Yes, it's still trying to
Who has
load.
opened it? Okay, still trying to load back. Don't worry, it will open. But do you guys understand the task? You guys are now advanced learners, not advanced designers, advanced learners. So the way you were when you first started, it's not the way you are now. All right. So that's why I'm just giving you guys now more freedom. So it has lots of screens in it. There are lots of screens, and they have a components library. And from what we discussed today, you guys have seen what a component library is and the importance. So when you are replicating this screen now, you don't have to create anything from scratch. You just have to copy from the components library and use in your own design screen and just edit it basically. But make sure that what you're designing looks exactly as this one. And guys, I know that you guys are busy, but this deadline is actually I want us to at least have one screen ready on or before Wednesday. What am I want us to at least have one screen ready for our Wednesday class. So on Wednesday, you're going to be showing me what you have designed. Okay, I want us to at least have one screen ready by Wednesday. So it is very, very possible because you have a components library. So if you know how to utilize the component library, you're not going to be stuck. But it is only going to take you time. If you go and start trying to create everything from scratch, remember what we have learned. Remember using your grid, you remember to use your layout grids. Remember to use auto layout. Remember we learned about components. Now, luckily for us, this designer actually placed a components library for us It is actually the first page in the design file. So if you go to the component library, you see the components there. All you have to do is just copy these components and paste, and you'll be good to go. You copy, paste, the ones you create, the ones you replicate as much as you can. And then you see that you have no problem at all. Do we have any questions? Any questions? Okay.
Hello, sir.
No questions.
Sir.
Yes. Yes. Go on.
So I'm confused.
Go on. I can hear you.
I said I'm confused.
What's confusing? What's confusing?
Like, this thing is so jam-packed. Like, are we picking one from the designs?
That's what I said now. Just choose anyone and design. Choose anyone and replicate. Choose anyone and replicate. But the thing is that the first page, what is on the first page is just the components library. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
Actually, have you seen it? So
Yes,
that first page is just the components. So the components, you already know what components are now. You already know what components are from what we discussed earlier today, Abi?
Yes, sir.
So you're just going to use the components to help you to design it. The components now, you see that you're not designing it from scratch again. Some basic things are there, like that side navigation bar, it's already created. That top navigation, that top status bar, it's already created. So you don't have to create it from scratch again. All you have to do is just piece everything together and arrange them properly. Do you understand?
All right, sir. I can still chat you, sir.
Sir, please. Sir, my network was disturbing when.
So I want us to have at least one screen done each by Wednesday, because this dashboard we are creating for this capstone project.
Hello, sir.
Have you opened the Figma file?
Sir, me?
Have you opened the Figma file, Crown?
Yes, I have. Network. Jesus.
Can you hear me?
Sir, can you hear me,
yes,
sir?
Have you opened the Figma file?
Yes, I've opened it.
I can hear you. So when you open it, you understand what I'm saying. You're just designing at least, just choose any screen of your choice. But you already have a components library. So the components library is where you pick your components from. So you see that you're not designing everything from scratch. So try as much as possible to finish at least one screen by Wednesday. By Wednesday, you guys will each be presenting what you designed. So this is the time for you to put your visual design principles learning into practice. All those things that we've been learning so far, put it into practice before we start working on the dashboard of our capstone rather. Do you understand? Did you hear that, Cam?
Hello, sir.
Cam.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
You heard what I said, Abi?
Sir, are you saying that we are going to replicate one of those things there, that we should choose anyone and replicate? Or
okay, guys, I don't think I have much to say here. In absence of questions, I think we'd like to call it a day here. We've already done over 2 hours now, and I'm sure you guys are tired. Okay, so please and please try your best. I need at least one screen done by Wednesday. Work smart. Remember, work smart, not hard. So try your best. Utilize the components library. Use everything that we've learned so far. You don't have to be creating everything from scratch again. it is not necessary. So since you're not creating everything from scratch, the stress is not going to be much and it shouldn't take you much time. Yes, Joseph, your hand is up.
So based on this um, design that you sent to us now, this link. So are we to replicate or what are we to do with it?
You're to replicate exactly the same, but choose any one of your choice. You're not Chinyere, I've explained it now. As it's plenty, just choose any one. You're looking at everything. Just pick any one. If you want to follow it sequentially, no problem. If you want to pick the easy ones, no problem. But the pages are arranged. Everything is organized. This is also part of your training too. You should learn how to access a document and be able to understand different arrangements. Right? You said this one is jam-packed. I have worked with a brand, a company where they have hundreds of pages. That's not literally hundreds of pages, like too many pages. And inside this page, they have like hundreds of screens. They've had many designers before me. And as the designers are coming, they design and then they go. You just come and you're going to be able to have to skim through and look for what you're looking for. This one is small. I'm telling you the truth. Very, very small. So when I tell you, look at this file carefully and pick a screen inside. It's not hard. Just pick one screen, single it out. Then go to the components library. You can copy everything in the components library, paste it in your Figma file. Then you start designing. It's a no big deal. I don't know where this is confusing. This is confusing. I don't know where this confusion is coming from. Joseph, do you understand what I'm saying?
Sir, I am trying to understand very well, but my question is based on as you gave us to design the upload what again?
Oh yeah, this is
Document
document upload.
document upload, sir. So are we to go pick from the design and take the one that relates to upload documents and
No,
design from there, or are we to design anything that we see from
no.
that?
Wait, Joseph. You don't need to talk too far. Okay, I think your network was worrying you. So what I said. The next stage after creating user flow is when we start designing the screen of our dashboard directly. Okay, but I want you guys to first of all design a dashboard first so that you see what a dashboard is and learn from it. So this one now it has nothing to do with your capstone project. I just want you to use this one to warm your engine so that when we now meet on Wednesday, after you have already designed the dashboard, because this will be the first time you're designing the dashboard, you've designed mobile app, you've designed web app, a website, you've not done the web app dashboard, to be precise. So this is where you will now be able to test how designing a dashboard is, what it looks like, and stuff like that. So make sure that you have finished your user flow first. Then this is the next step. You understand? It's not related. So you're just replicating this design. It's just like I used to tell you to design on Figma now. It's not like it has anything to do with the caption. It's just like a replica. Just replicate this design as it is. It is now on Wednesday when we come. We'll now start discussing about creating the following through with your capstone project. Do you understand that now? Joseph, you're muted.
Sir,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, a bit, not completely.
It doesn't have this thing that you're designing, it doesn't have anything to do with your capstone project. Just replicate it. Yeah.
Okay. I now understand everything, sir.
Uh-huh.
I
But
was
the thing
thinking
is,
maybe
first of
it's
all,
based on the. I was thinking maybe it's
no.
based on the project.
No. I was saying you just want to use it to form your hand first. You've
Okay,
not
for
designed
us to move
dashboard
our
before.
hand.
Yes. You've not
Okay.
designed dashboard before. So this is your first
Okay.
time designing dashboard. Instead of you to just jump into designing it first of all, design a normal dashboard. See what it is like to design a dashboard. Then you now start thinking of creating it.
Okay. Now understood perfectly.
Uh-huh. But first of all, you guys are still working on your user flow. Finish your user flow first before working on this dashboard.
Okay, sir.
So, sir, we can choose any one of our choice to replicate.
Exactly. But make sure that at least one screen is done, at least one before Wednesday.
Okay.
You can do 2, you can do 3, you can do 4, but at least one must be done. At least then target like 2 or 3 to design so that when you're now, because this custom project that we are working on, it's a dashboard that we're building. They're not building a movement app. They're not building a website. It's a dashboard. So when you've done like 2 or 3 screens, you understand what a dashboard is. When they tell you dashboard, you know. When they say website, you know. So when you now start working on the capstone project, you're not going to get lost. It's not be hard for you again.
Exactly, sir.
You get. Yeah.
Thank you very
So
much.
that's the idea here.
Nice.
So guys, lastly, before we call it a day, I have added everybody to the. I've sent a link to the Trello board for you guys. So check your respective groups. The ones that are not in your group, I sent it to your team lead. Your team lead is going to share it to your group. Join the Trello board so that you guys can see your tasks. And team leads, go through your tasks. I'm talking to Tope, Insikan, Crown, and who's the other guy? Cornelius. The four of you, Tope, Insikan, Crown, and Cornelius. Go through your team's tasks and then see what you have to do. If you have done it, just stick it. If you have done it, just stick it. It's a checklist so that I can be able to access it and then upload it on my own end for the team in general so that we know that we are done with our task. Do we understand? Tope, Crown, Cornelius, and Nsikan, do we understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think that's all from my end. At this point, we'll call it a day. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for your participation. Wish you a good night, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Good night, all.
Good night, Ash.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Hello.
Ishiko.